Hello and welcome to Podcast First Player, episode 123. I'm one of your hosts, Cal, and as always, I'm joined by a scientist who has recently discovered the only bee that can produce milk. It's the booby. It's only bloody Dan.
That is a terrible joke. One that I fear is about 15 years old, maybe.
It is, but it's a humdinger.
It's pretty good. I'll give you that.
I love it. It's one of my favourite jokes of all time.
Good.
How are you, Admiral Dan?
I'm pretty good. How are you, Colonel Callum?
Good. Why do I have to be a colonel?
Man. You can't be a rank above me.
That's true. I'll be a corporal.
That's worse.
Yeah, but it sounds better than colonel. Colonel reminds me of KFC.
Then you could have your own franchise of chicken places.
That's true, and I am a far more successful
And all
man.
I've got is bloody car insurance.
Everybody needs car insurance. Not everybody needs chicken.
Everybody needs chicken.
That's my new catchphrase for KFC. I'm hoping it'll catch on.
There you go. New t-shirt. Check out the store.
Everybody needs car insurance. Not everybody needs chicken.
Yeah.
But it'll be like front and back. Right. Enough of this shenanigans. Do you want some big fat juicy news?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, Dan, the sequel to Spiderman Homecoming will see oddball villain Mysterio make his big screen debut with Jake Gyllenhaal, the actor, to don the fishbowl.
Gyllenhaal.
You actually told me this news.
Gyllenhaal, not Gyllenhaal.
Is it Gyllenhaal?
It's Gyllenhaal.
I've always thought it was Gyllenhaal.
Nope, you're wrong.
I just call him J-Dog when we're together.
Please don't.
Yeah, you introduced me to this news.
Yeah, mainly for the fact that whenever we've talked about Spider-Man and potential live action films and what can happen, I always say Mysterio because he just seems more practical.
It's more grounded.
A bit easier to do than Doc Ock or Green Goblin, which is obviously or the Lizard, where it's just like a big CGI monster.
I don't know. They did a pretty good job with Doc Ock.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 was great, but it's because I think it's because they're basically saying, look, who haven't we done yet, or who hasn't been shown yet in live action?
Yeah.
So we've had Sandman and Lizard and various goblins. Who haven't we done? Homecoming, they go, what about Vulture? And Vulture was incredible. One of the best bad guys they've done.
Yeah, easily one of the best MCU villains.
I mean, that's purely down to Michael Keaton, so props to him.
Yeah.
But I've always said Mysterio because he's just such a weird, and especially from a gaming point of view as well, like the Mysterio levels that you do in a Spider-Man game. It's like this. It's like fighting the Scarecrow from Batman. Like it's like everything's not really kind of there, and is this really going on? And then when you finally beat all of his weird ass shit, and you just punch him in the face, and he's out because he's just a dude. But that's the best part about him, man. I was talking to my housemate about this earlier, and I said he's basically like Darren Brown. Like
that's the worst.
He just fucks with everything, and then when you if you went to a Darren Brown show and you were just like, right, if he calls me up on the stage, just so I can say I've done it, I'm going to walk up on the stage and I'm just going to punch him square in the face. But then by the time you'd got to the top of the stairs or whatever, he'd already put some weird devil tricks on you, and you'd be in your own.
He's not a real magician. He can't actually do things to you.
He's Darren Brown, man. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
He's a fucking bellend.
He's not a bellend.
Oh, I hate Darren Brown.
Why? Darren Brown's the best.
Well, for starters, I don't believe in some tricks are very, very impressive, and they are, and I can't figure them out. But Chris, don't you? He was I'll say training to be a magician. He was learning magic, and he was incredibly good, really, really good. But he learnt this in 3 months, and he could do. It was all card tricks, but he could do. There's one of my favourite tricks is where he gets you to pick 12 cards. He literally just puts the deck down, and you choose the cards and he takes them away, the others away, and then you put your finger. He goes, right, pick 2 cards, and then you put your fingers on them, and then he moves the others away, and then he's like, pick one card, and then you put your finger on it, he takes the other one away, and then he like shows you the card, he turns around, and then his t-shirt is the card. It was amazing. It was so good. Like he's done loads of others, but that was like by far my favourite trick he did. But it was obviously there's a method to it, and I imagine it comes down to he probably rigged the cards in some fashion. But I mean, like when I say his t-shirt was a card, it was like, I don't know how large t-shirt. It was literally the full like neck to the bottom of the t-shirt was the card. And it was just amazing. It was so good. But like I say, learn that in like a couple of months.
Right.
So someone like Darren Brown, who's done this for years, and I watch it and I go, nah, it was alright, but
it's Darren
obviously
Brown, not Darren Brown.
Oh, then I'm thinking of a different person. he does tricks in the off license. But no, I just
turn tricks in the off license.
That's the one, yeah. The hairy prostitute.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I've just never been into like, oh wow, this magic is amazing. Like, what was that dickhead who trapped himself in a box?
David Blaine.
In London, and then it turned out he wasn't even in it.
Well, he was. But
no, he wasn't in it, was he? That was the big reveal. He wasn't in it.
What do you mean he wasn't in it?
I'm sure that's what it was.
I don't know. Of course he was. People were physically there and saw him.
I thought it was like a projector thing.
No, he was like above everyone.
Yeah, I can't remember seeing it. Anyway, like that. What was that? How was that magic?
Well, it's not. The thing is, though, like he's not coming out and saying, "I'm a magician. Look at me do magic tricks."
He was, wasn't he?
No, not David Blaine. Like he is like, "Oh, I'm a magician. I'm a sorcerer. Look at me levitate," and then all it's edited so it looks like he is, and people are freaking out. But with Darren Brown, I mean, he actively says, "It's like, no, I'm not a magician. It's not.
It's all mind games, isn't
It's
it?
trickery. It's just distraction, and it's making people." But then he'll sit there and explain it to you and say, "This is how I fooled you."
See, his actual stuff is fine, and the method that he does is fine. I just don't like him as a person. He seems like a knob. No, he does. He seems like a knob.
He absolutely doesn't. He seems like the nicest guy.
We need to meet him. Let's get him on the podcast.
Yeah, sure. Right, Darren. Here's a challenge for you, my son. Assuming he's not like in my wardrobe or something already, and this isn't something you've set up with him.
Well, I just want to reveal now, Dan. I'm going to take this face off, and I am Darren Brown.
You're the
anyway,
magician.
Mysterio. Do you think this is going to be like a Doctor Strange type deal? So it's going to be all like
visuals and craziness.
Yeah, it's going to be literally like hallucinating type shit, like really mental. Like walls are turning into roads and bloody Care Bears are turning into tree. I don't fucking know. I can't remember anything happening.
You can't
in
have them physically fight because he doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, it's got to be everything but the fight, and then eventually, he'll sort of overcome it, and it is like whenever Batman gets gassed by Scarecrow, like he always gets past it, or he always knows that he says like, this isn't real, but I still need to get through certain things in order to show my brain it's not real or something. I don't know, but I totally think it will be like a big sort of weird mind trip of a half the shit is never going to have happened sort of thing. Yeah.
Do you think this will be a prequel to Infinity War, and none of Infinity War actually happened? It was all Mysterio.
That would be the biggest wet fart in Marvel history.
It could work though.
Yeah, it's like saying, when in Robert Downey Jr.'s last film, he wakes up and he goes,
he was never Iron Man.
That was a weird dream. And then that's it. It's just like, well, so none of it happened. What the fuck?
Yeah, Nick Fury was like, just like his chauffeur or something.
Yeah.
Like, he was rich and stuff, but like, he was never held captive. He never made the armor.
Yeah.
He never met Captain America died in like 1925, whatever it was.
Yeah, but it'd be like Captain America was just like like a dishwasher soap or something.
Washing machines live longer with Cap.
Yeah. I'd like if they did that, because everyone would then go, okay, well, we're all over comic book films now then. If you're going to just do that to us,
yeah, that's like the worst way out ever. But no, I think if they do this really cheaply, and it is literally like Spider-Man goes to punch him, and he's like, I'm not even there, you dickhead. I'm over here. And then he runs off. And it's literally just like practical jokes and stuff. It's not good. It needs to be like really outlandish. I mean, like to the level of spoilers, if you never read it. But oh man, I forgot the name of the old man Logan.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, yeah.
When Mysterio, when all the like Marvel villains are storming the X-Mansion and Wolverine's like shouting for the X-Men to come help, and he's like taking them all down. He's like killing Sabretooth, killing Sinister, he's killing every fucker. And then it turns out it was Mysterio, and just making him think, and he'd killed all the X-Men. It needs to be that level of fucking trickery.
Exactly. Like he needs to beat the living shit out of Aunt May. Sort of
yeah,
for sure.
Oh fucking, I can imagine that.
Yeah, after he's just come back from the dead as well.
Yeah.
And he beats Aunt May into a coma.
Fucking hell.
Imagine that. It's just,
awful.
for God's sake, forget it. I'm not being Spider-Man anymore. It's too bloody stressful.
Oh, man. I tell you what, though. I have been eyeing up an Infinity Gauntlet to purchase.
Don't.
I really want one.
Don't. Unless it works, don't.
If I say it does, will you believe me?
No.
Have you seen the cups you can buy at Disneyland?
No, obviously not.
Oh, well, you can purchase some cups in Disneyland. You can actually get them on eBay as well, but they're in Disneyland. And it's an Infinity Gauntlet with a straw. So you put your hand in it, and like the hand bit is the cup. And then there's a straw, and you can just walk around with an Infinity Gauntlet sipping on it.
So it gets warmer
7
and warmer
Up
with
or
the heat of
whatever.
your hand.
Probably. However, what I did notice on the poster is you can't buy, because you buy it with a drink. You can't buy it with water or like a Powerade type drink. It's got to be like Cola, Pepsi, 7 Up, Fanta. It's got to be a fizzy drink.
Wow.
How shit is that? Especially for me, I don't drink fizzy drinks.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
The Guinness.
It's not a fizzy drink, is it, Dan?
It's fizzy.
It's not fizzy, and it's bitter, so there's no bubbles whatsoever. It's not a lager.
What do you think that white stuff is on the top?
Foam.
Which is?
Alright, there's no acidic bubble, whatever the fuck is in lager and fizzy drinks.
Acidic bubbles, yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm going with, Dan.
Yeah, sure. Everyone knows exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
Those
bubbles.
acidic bubbles.
Fizzy drinks.
Right. Fizzy drinks.
Anyway, I've got some interesting trivia for you, Daniel.
Oh, go on.
Mr. Jake, because I'm not going to say his last name because I get saying it wrong, actually has an interesting history with Spider-Man.
He voiced him.
No, he did not.
Oh.
Original Spider-Man star Tobey Maguire injured his back while shooting the silly film about a horse, Seabiscuit, in between Sam Raimi's Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. And Jake was briefly considered to take over the role if Maguire could not resume his duties.
What, in the horse one, or?
No, in Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think he would have been way too old for Spider-Man.
They'd just gone like 17 years later.
Yeah, now he's got a beard.
I'm sure he could shave.
Well, yeah.
But that is actually why in Spider-Man... Is it Spider-Man 2? When he hurts his back? And he's like, I'm back! And then he falls.
Yeah,
and he's like, my back! My back!
Yeah, because he's lost his powers for some stupid reason.
I actually started watching Spider-Man 2 the other day.
You idiot.
And I went, nah. Turned it off. And then I watched The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Even worse.
And I watched like most of it, and I was like, nah. And then turned it off. And then the next day I had nothing to watch. I was like, I may as well watch the end of this. And Logan actually was, he was like, Daddy, can we watch Spider-Man? I was like, yeah. So put Netflix on and put the TV on, and then he's picked up Homecoming. I was like, no, we've watched that twice in like literally 2 days, mate, so we're not watching it again. I was like, you can watch Amazing Spider-Man 2, different Spider-Man. Put it on, and it started with Electro, because it had picked up on Netflix where obviously I'd left off.
Yeah.
And it was the bit where Electro's breaking out with Harry. We watched about 15 minutes of it, and Logan's to me went, don't like it. So I turned it off.
Yeah, I had very much the same reaction, I think.
The first one was fine.
Fine.
Amazing Spider-Man was fine. I still think the Sam Raimi films were better, except for 3. But
yeah.
Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, great films, but I would have preferred to have Andrew Garfield in it instead of Tobey Maguire.
Well,
I still don't think Tobey Maguire was a good Spider-Man.
They were good for their time.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, like, when Spider-Man came out, like, I thought it was amazing. Excuse the pun. I thought it was really good.
Yeah. It was like there wasn't really anything. I mean, there were like wet squibs of comic book films that had happened previously, with the exception of like Superman and Batman, obviously.
Yeah, but yeah, it was until Spider-Man and the first X-Men film came out that it was still like B-movie type stuff, like as good as like Blade and was Hellboy out before or after Spider-Man? I can't remember.
Oh, that would have been well after, yeah. It must have been like 2003, 2004, something like that.
But like realistically, we had the Tim Burton Batman films, and then the not so great ones.
Although Blade, I forgot about Blade. Like that
Blade,
was like
Blade 1 was alright.
I love it. I still watch it.
Blade 2 is not great. And Blade Trinity just shouldn't exist.
No, it shouldn't. Blade 2 I thought was okay.
The CGI was so bad. Like, even at the time, it was really bad.
That was at a time where there was quite a lot of films where they would just completely switch out, like mid-fight or something. Like they did in the bloody Matrix Reloaded. Where it would just switch out and just be a CGI character, and he's like, okay. The thing is, though, you watch it now and you go, that's fucking terrible. But at the time, you probably wouldn't have told the difference.
Well, Blade 2, I distinctly remember going, this CGI is not very good.
Well, it's because he was like in the middle of fighting some vampires, and then he jumped about 40 feet in the air whilst kicking someone.
That scene in Blade 2 when like the camera's like going around him, and it's him and I think it's the girl, and they're fighting like the vampires and stuff.
Because like it's gone from like
so bad.
You can see how he fights and like how fast he is and stuff, and then all of a sudden it will just be like, and we'll just go way back, and then it'll do like a quadruple backflip, and then it'll snap cut right to him, and he's like just landed, and it looks so obvious. But it's because we're spoiled now. We're spoiled for good CGI in films.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, look at Ready Player One. Some of the CGI in that was. I mean, we were talking about the hotel for The Shining. Mm-hmm. Like, that looked real. It looked like a real hotel. I mean, some of the avatars were questionable, but they were all done well, and for brief periods, like very momentarily, I kind of forgot that they were not real characters.
Yeah, it's mainly because of the fact that they were like 90% of the film.
Yeah, it was like you only saw that in the real world a couple of times.
But this is my thing though, is that as long as you're doing a film where you have, if you've got major CGI characters, always make sure that one, they're in the dark. If you're going to put them with real people, make sure it's dark. Or two, don't have them like standing next to someone. I
don't know. Thanos didn't look too bad, and it wasn't particularly dark.
I know, but that was also out this year, and they've also gone, here's a blank check. You make this motherfucker look as good as physically possible.
To be fair, Incredible Hulk took that far too literally. I couldn't see in that scene with Abomination.
That's true. It was just all dark.
That was so dark.
Yeah, but like it's when you've got someone who's talking to a CGI character. Yeah. I mean, again, if you're like Deadpool, for example, say obviously like Deadpool's with Colossus.
Yeah.
But he's, I don't know, because he's not a monster. He's not odd looking. He's basically just a person, but very big and a matte chrome.
It's not just that though. Like 90% of the time, I think actually in the first one, I think all the time you don't see him without his mask. So he's in a suit anyway.
Well,
so it's not like a real person. CGI person.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say. So whenever he's talking to him, he's always got the mask on. So, and a lot of the mask is sort of manipulated in After Effects anyway. So, and plus it's kind of, from different angles and stuff, but they did it well. And that's the thing, is that now people have got the hint, I think, and they don't. Like, so all of Ready Player One, it was like all CGI was all together with the CGI.
Yeah.
If you've got someone walking through an entirely computer-generated landscape, like what was I watching yesterday? Discovery.
Star Trek.
Yeah, sorry, Star Trek Discovery.
I thought you meant the channel.
No. No, that's CGI. I mean, that's the whole point of it, is that it's all bloody real. But like, there's a thing. I mean, the majority, like the space stuff. It doesn't really ring true with me, because it's always just, it's one ship. And like, I was watching, to put it in context, I was watching the first couple of episodes. It's like the Battle of the Binary Stars. So it's like 24 ships versus about 20 odd ships from the Federation. So there's just a ton of stuff going on. It looks beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's very busy. Whereas usually if you watch like Voyager or Next Gen, even the original series and Enterprise, like, it's always just one ship. Yeah. And it's always, if they're fighting with someone, it will always just be one-on-one, but a lot of it will sort of be on the bridge and, in engineering where ship's blowing up or whatever. Like, whereas a lot of this, they use like big sort of like CGI. Like, so when this is like the first, the first two were like a pilot episode, I imagine. So they're probably working with limited budget, and they're kind of making the best of what they've got, I suppose. Yeah. So, but the like this little prison transport shuttle is like tractored from this nebula into the back of Discovery, the ship. And that scene looks great. Again, it's all CGI on CGI. And then it pops through the back, and then they're all brought out the shuttle comes in, lands, and then they're all like walking out the back of the shuttle, or they are there's like someone coming through the front door, like through the main cargo bay door.
The front door. Ding dong.
Yeah, exactly. No, the big cargo bay door. But clearly the entirety of the shuttle bay was just all CGI, and you can just go, oh yeah, none of that's real. There's like cargo containers and stuff. Like, the beauty of like even like the Next Generation was made in the 80s, for God's sake, is because they couldn't CGI in
rooms.
It's
all practical.
They built them. So there was a cargo bay, there was a transport room, and a holodeck, and a blah blah blah, and a blah blah blah, and a blah blah blah, because they had the physical rooms. The only things that was ever computer generated was the stuff in space and windows.
Lasers.
Yeah, I mean the phasers. No, they were real. They were real.
One bit. Well, you'll know it anyway, and anybody who likes Star Trek will know it. But this is my Star Trek trivia, Dan. I'm assuming the what's his name? Captain Kirk. In that series, whenever anybody enters a door, they don't speak because the doors were that noisy.
It's in
and they had
all
to
of them.
Silence them out. Is it in all of them?
I can't remember where I heard it, because I can't remember if I told you that.
I think I read it, to be honest.
Or because someone definitely told it to me, and I was just like, that's a thing I've never noticed before. And now whenever I watch it, because I watch it a lot, especially now they're all on bloody Netflix as well. Because it's just such good, like, food watching. Because I know what's going on all the time, because I've seen them all a billion times.
Yeah.
So it's just something I could have in the background. But then when someone points something out like that, you watch, and whenever there's a door opening, no one's saying anything until the door shuts. And I was like, wow, that's such a... It's obviously... Because there's people just pulling a door open and then pushing it shut. Obviously that's loud. You don't want that to get picked up on the physical audio that you're recording, because obviously that will pick up. Then they'll say something so it can be cut appropriately. It's just like, wow, just from something as small as that, it kind of changes everything, because then as soon as anyone is going through a door, you're always going, are they going to say something? No, every time they don't do it.
I think I read it when I was making Starcom, and I was just looking.
Do you know what?
Stuff.
That sounds about right, actually. Yeah, I think it might have been you that told me.
And I was just like, I thought it was really interesting, because
it definitely is. Yeah,
it's not something you would just. I don't think you'd ever sit there and go, you know what? I've watched Star Trek for like 22 years or whatever, And I've noticed no one ever speaks when they go through a door.
Yeah, that is really paying attention to something.
Yeah.
When you're not paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah,
just
because
paying attention to
it's
what's physically happening in a scene.
Well, yeah, because to you, they're just walking through a door.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just a normal thing, albeit it's not a normal door. But
yeah.
I thought it was quite... What's it? Anyway, moving on, Dan, because I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, yeah, Mysterio's going to be in Spiderman Homecoming
Old
sequel,
news. Let's talk about more stuff.
which is set to open July 5th, 2019. That's next year.
2015, did you just say?
July 5th, 2019.
Oh, I thought you just said 2015.
Joke's on you, it's already out. It's not. I might have said the wrong year.
I can't remember. I might have still just been thinking about Star Trek.
Star Trek, doors.
Yeah, I'm done. That's it. I know what I'm doing for the rest of the evening now.
Well, the last bit of news, Dan, it's only a little one.
Go on.
Hype for this year's E3's either gone through the roof, if the recent leaks from Walmart Canada are to be believed. I don't agree with that whatsoever. But according to Walmart, who leaked a picture with some not real box art for some games.
Sure.
And it included one we already know about, which is confirmed, which is Rage 2 from Bethesda. They released a trailer last week. But the other games include Just Cause 4,
Ooh.
Dragon Quest 2, Lego DC Villains, Borderlands 3, Gears of War 5, Forza Horizon 5, and another Assassin's Creed, as well as a brand new Splinter Cell game.
A new Assassin's Creed?
According to the old rumours.
No! Take a break! Just take a break from Assassin's Creed.
Origins was great, guys, but it's been less than a year.
Yeah, for God's sake.
Like, it won't be out this year.
You're never going to have a totally different experience with Assassin's Creed if you're making them every pissing year.
What if they flip it round and then this time it is the assassins that go into the thing and then they become just like a normal guy and they have to get a job?
What?
So, like, instead of what's his face? What's the guy called? Just like the normal guy.
Desmond.
Desmond.
Well,
So
it's not just Desmond.
No, but like instead of a normal person
Oh, I see.
going
so
into
it's
it,
one of the assassins goes into an animus and just
and
so it's like
they just
like
flip
in
it
Rick and Morty
around
when they play Roy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
and they just switch it around, and then it's just like a life simulator.
Yeah, I'd much prefer if they did. They kind of ruined it with Assassin's Creed 3, I suppose. But like you play the entire game, and then at the end you figure out that you've actually been a Templar like the whole time.
Ah,
So you were actually like a double agent, either working with the assassins or like all the people you were killing were like assassins. But
what if it's all Mysterio?
maybe so. Maybe it's all Rey Mysterio, the wrestler.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, he's getting involved.
Since when has Rey Mysterio been like a thing in the last like 10 years at least?
Well, he's the only other person in the history of the world that's got Mysterio in his name.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
As with any rumour, this information should not be taken as fact. Companies have created placeholder images for unannounced games in the past, in case an announcement is made. That said, retailers like Walmart typically are made aware of games releases before the general public, and mistakes like this have happened in the past, as in 2 weeks ago when they said Rage 2 was coming out.
Yep.
So, to be fair, a lot of these would not surprise me.
Just Cause 4, totally up for that. That's been about the right amount of time for a new Just Cause.
But they're making Rage 2.
Well, too late. It's already finished.
Yeah, but it seems a bit counterproductive to show a game at E3 and go, we've made this game, and like, oh, we're making this game as well.
Well, they can have separate teams that work on stuff.
True.
Wait, isn't Just Cause fucking Square Enix?
Avalanche. Yeah. Avalanche, the people that made Just Cause 3.
Oh, is Square Enix the publishers then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Either way, though, there could be separate teams, and like plus with Just Cause 3, which was brilliant, by the way.
It's alright.
Oh, I fucking loved it.
I was a bit let down.
I love Just Cause.
The controls were awful.
Well, the controls are always a bit odd, aren't they? But like the
and I didn't win the competition.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, so you just got personal beef with them.
I fucking hate them.
But like, you know, how everything works, you just do that again. You know, take out all the QuickTime events now. There's no point to them. We've moved on. That was a 2000 to 2013-14 trend.
Yeah.
You've had your fun with it.
Unless you're
Get rid of it.
Quantum Realm.
No.
No, Quantum Dream, sorry.
Yes.
Who made Heavy Rain? Quantum Dreams,
Dream.
wasn't it? Yeah. They can keep QuickTime events because
Yeah,
I like
you
some
can't.
interactivity in the game.
Well, that's just interactivity in a film.
Yeah, but I don't want to just sit and watch it.
Yeah, but I don't want to quit. I'd just rather watch it than just go X. Yeah, I did something. It's just like it's going to happen
done.
either way. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to put like a hacking mini game into something, right?
Oh, they're the worst. God,
Do
I'm
it.
fucking mighty.
Just have a I don't want a button press. Like, do you know what really pissed me off the most about Far Cry 5? Right, it was that some of the potential mini game options that they could have had in there, they just went, you just hold down X.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, it goes, oh, picking a lock, and you go, oh, I love lock picking mini games. I love it. Fallout, fucking Dishonored, Dying Light. They've got a pretty good one in that as well. Skyrim,
Thief actually. And the
yeah,
Thief
exactly,
reboot.
Thief, yeah. So like that sort of like, you know, you've really got to sort of fiddle around with it, and you get the knack of how you do it down. And with that, you just hold down X, and it just picks a lock, and you go, well done, you did it.
To keep it fast paced, I suppose. But I mean, like in Deus Ex, when you were hacking, and you had like the nodes, and you had to like stop the nodes like from alerting, like by spreading. So, but you could collect things in the world. So like, I can't remember any of the names or anything, but so you could throw down one of these collectible things, and it means you could turn off 2 nodes without setting off the 3rd one.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So you could do stuff like that, but like it got really, really hard as they went on, and
But
obviously
that's
you
good,
limited
because then you feel like you've actually done something
Yeah,
to
you've
earn
earned
what
it.
was inside.
You're not
Or just have it if you
sipping
want
on
to
a
make it
drink
quick.
while holding X.
If you want to have a quicker pace to it, just have it as like a percentage chance thing. So you just go pick lock, you've got 42%, you go, well,
Yeah.
that was a bit hard, maybe I'll rank up a bit more with the old lock picking maybe. So you just press the button, and it either does it or it doesn't. And he goes,
Yeah.
no, you're not going to be able to open that one.
Throw a grenade at it.
Yeah, blow it up, but you know it's not stealth anymore. But as far as I'm concerned, if you're picking a lock or you're hacking a thing, either just have it as like, because that's what they do in Just Cause. Like, so you go up to a console, it's like, oh, hack, and then you go Y B B A X X Y A B X Y. Well done, you did it. It's just like, don't bother.
Yeah. Just let me press a button if that's the
Just
case.
press a button, or do like a Batman Arkham Asylum, you know, kind of, you know, you've got to try and figure out what's going on or guess
Yeah,
a
that was
password or
fine.
something like that.
Kind of like
That's
the analog
okay.
signal.
Yeah, it was, you know, because it kind of makes sense. You go, well, maybe there's, you know, a bunch of variations in passwords and you need to try and figure out what's the right kind of combination. That's fine. You don't want to be there for half an hour with it, I agree. But at the same time, don't be lazy about it. That's the only thing I'd add to Just Cause. More stuff to blow up. More stuff. More jets, more planes. Get space shuttles or submarines or something in there. Take it up a fucking a notch, right? Jetpacks, yeah. Jetpacks flying around, shooting rockets everywhere. Brilliant. Do that. The story's never been good with it, so don't worry about that.
No one's playing it for the story.
Plop that in there with whatever sort of... It's just sort of the dictator of the week who's just running the country into the ground, and you come in and just blow everything to all hell.
Yeah.
Just do that, make it look as good as Just Cause 3. It doesn't need to be any better looking than that. It looks fine.
So I'll tell you what, I played it, I don't know, a good few months ago. It was free on PS Plus. I was like, I'll give it another go. Played it on PlayStation. And I think I played it on PC originally, I think.
It'd be your old laptop though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And it looked fine. But played it on PS4. I was like, oh, this looks really good.
Yeah.
And it does. In some instances, I'd say it looks better than GTA.
Yeah, quite a lot. I mean, obviously
Very vibrant colours.
You know, the driving and the flying and the walking
fucking
and
awful.
stuff is not as good as something like GTA.
No.
But you know, you've got the unlimited grapple and, you know, a infinite parachute and stuff. It's not a game that is clearly taking itself seriously.
No, that's
so
the whole
just
point
have
of it.
more mental shit to do. Have a big mole machine that you can drive around in and burrow under stuff.
What I would like, just taking into the fact that the whole game revolves around destruction, is in Deus Ex, you come to a door and you need to hack it to get in. And you're like, fuck, I can't be asked to hack it, or it's too high, I can't hack it. There's another way in. You can find a window, you can go underground, you can do something. There's always another way around a situation. Just cause, if I can't unlock a door, I want to blow the building up and get in.
Red Faction style.
Yeah, like, even if they do it like a comedy element so the door stays up.
Well, to be fair, there's not really many instances of you needing to go through a door.
Exactly, slap it in. Give me a reason, let me go in a building.
But you go in a building, all of a sudden you go, oh, all those rockets that I've got, I can't fire now because I'll kill myself as well.
You can because you blew it up, haven't you? There's no walls now.
No, I'd just say keep the big open world and let me blow up building, call in airstrikes, you know.
Take that bit out, but what I mean is give me another means to get around a situation.
Yeah.
So it's not just you got to do this and you've got to do it this way.
Yeah,
I don't want open like Fallout style choices, but you know what I mean.
I just want work with what they know works well. Like make the grapple do more stuff. You know, the cars don't really matter. No one really cares about the cars, but like when they put in like the mech suit in like the DLC for Just Cause, that was pretty cool.
I never saw that. Like
Yeah.
an Iron Man suit.
No, it was like a big like Gundam style.
Oh, what? I never saw that. I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. It's got like a big like electromagnet
Is it
thing.
free?
I don't think so.
Ah.
Probably not at this point. I'll have a bloody look. I'll have a look now so you can do an outro or something because
Well,
I think this
because we
one's
didn't
been
do it
long
before.
enough now.
This podcast brought to you by Blueberry. Blueberry's a premier podcast hosting service, and with Podcast Service Player, you can get 1 month absolutely free. Just go to blueberry.com and use promo code PvP. If you do that, we may make a little bit of money from it. We've got to be upfront with these kind of things now, thanks to the new GPD bollocks.
GDPR.
That's the shit. I don't even pay attention.
Well, it's part of my job, so I absolutely have to know about it.
Well, I'll put it in now, Dan. I'm appeasing to the law. Dan has discovered something.
There is a Just Cause 3 multiplayer mod
What?
that's already up and working.
From the people that did the Just Cause 2 multiplayer mod?
I have no idea. I assume so.
That seems like something we should look at, Daniel.
Have you got Just Cause for the PC?
No.
You bellend.
I get it. It's fine.
Okay, carry on. Sorry.
Anyway, on that delightful note, Dan, what is on Dan's monitor? What is on it today? Who knows?
Okay, which one are you going for?
Left.
Left.
Big ol' L.
Okay, well I'm going to switch to that because that's just a breakdown of PC specs. Ooh, okay. This one you probably won't get to. You probably won't get all of it, but you might get some of it.
Oh? Have I drew it?
No. And drawn, and no.
Have I sent it?
Potentially so.
Oh, right. Let's see. Is it Marvel related or comic book related in general?
No. There are now comics about it, but this...
There are comics about it?
Yeah.
John Wick?
No.
Oh. So it wasn't originally a comic?
No, but now because it's popular, as it's ever been, it's always been popular.
Adventure Time?
No.
Oh. I need another clue, Dan.
Disney property.
Disney. Big Hero 6?
No.
Oh, that was already a comic.
Yeah.
A Disney property? As in a cartoon?
No.
A film?
Yes.
Live action film?
It's a universe.
Incredibles? Marvel? A universe? Disney? Star Wars?
Fuck me, yes!
That's been comics for
Incredibles.
That's been comics for years.
Not, well, it's now...
Before Disney bought it.
They're all legends and they don't count.
They're not. All the ones that were made by Marvel have stayed canon. It's just the ones that were made by like Dark Horse and stuff that were cast out into the ashes.
Well, either way, the two in this, they're not.
You
comics
tricked
anyway.
me. You tricked me.
I just gave you a clue there.
To be fair, the two people. So are they from Knights of the Old Republic? Is it? I can't remember the names. Whiteface.
Darth Sionis?
That sounds familiar.
Sionis?
Yeah, Sionis.
Yeah.
With the red lines.
Yes.
And the guy with like the big dude, like the bald dude.
No.
Oh.
They're from the same game. There's your clue.
I don't know.
Come on.
Has he got metal on his face?
Yes. But it'd be covering his face.
Covering his face.
Not a part of his face.
Oh, I can see the picture. There's like smoke and stuff, isn't there?
Yes. Who were you in the first one?
Revan.
Hey! Ding ding ding. Fucking hell.
Fuck's sake. Got it in one. Hey, I got it though.
Yeah.
I was right with just saying Cotter.
Fucking struggle, but yeah, you did.
Yeah, well done, Dan.
Thanks.
If you want to listen to more What's on Dan's Monitor, it's on every single podcast, which is available on the usual.
That's a lie.
It's on most of the podcasts.
Bald-faced lie.
It's on some of the podcasts when we remember. Which is available on the usual places like Radio Public, iTunes, Castbox, Stitcher, like pretty much everywhere except Spotify. It's on Blueberry if you want to get ahead there and get yourself 1 month free. Just use promo code PvP.
Alright, come on.
So you can go to the website, which is www.podcastfirstplayer.com or .co.uk. You can go to the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/podcastfirstplayer. You can follow us on social channels such as Twitter, which is @podcastversusplayer, and Instagram, which is @podcastversusplayer. You can shoot us an email. It's all on the website. Just stop being lazy and have a look, you lazy buggers. Dan, thanks for joining us.